CMDP series on the CBRN room and operations with part 7 called service package, right? How you guys setting up your service package for your CBRN mask equipment. So I know you don't need an actual service package, but I'm pretty old school and I like this way, and this way has worked for me my whole career. Keeps me accurate, up to date, and I'm always making sure that my errand files are completed the correct way. So without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen and we will get started. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, by the way. All right, so CBRN service package, right? So I believe in keeping it simple, right? So here you go. Make sure it all has an errors label. That's number 1. All right. Cover sheet, service 5988 for your semi-annual service. Your work order to include your continuation sheet, which is one area of any type of service packet that we normally fail because we never fill out the actual continuation sheet. All right. And of course, your updated 5988 showing with all parts in order or all faults have been corrected. So like I said, make it simple, right? So make it simple. Admin number, model, mass, size, service type, serial number, date of service, and whoever is doing the service. So when I look at my cover sheet, what I built for my company is the top portion, the same thing we just said. Now, 59A checks, right? So all faults corrected or recorded, all parts installed, right? Is the 59A signed and filled out correctly, right? So make sure they're easy wins, but they're easy failures for CMDP when you don't fill out your paperwork correctly. So when we talk about the 5990, right? All the action signatures, accepted, initial, final, picked up, make sure all that stuff is actually being filled out properly and there's actual signatures. When we talk about the updated 5988, we're talking about the faults found have a valid part on order with a valid document number. Service data has been updated and hasn't been filed with in accordance with ARMS, okay? Then we talk about your shop office, all man hours applied. So it's the CBRN rep getting those man hours. If there's one area in the motor pool that we failed, we need desperately to fix is our man hours. Mat sit update with any shop stock or bench stock. So did we have something broke on the mast that we were currently stocking? And if so, did we consume it properly in GCSS-A to create that demand? Okay. And then, like I said, all tasks closed out and the next service dates reflected. Company training rooms got a piece in this too. Update service is reflected in DTMS. Okay. Then once all that's done, I normally have the equipment record part specialist sign there. So here you go. So this right here is your service 5988 if we were able to print one out. So just don't go to your equip state and print out a 5988, because if you print out just a 5988, it's always going to say inspected. Make sure you look at that drop down menu and you put semi-annual service. So it's supposed to reflect the type of service that's being done. Okay. Once that's done, you want to make sure that you verify all the administrative data, right? Next thing you want to do is you want to look right here. Verify false and service work order notification is open, okay? So make sure for the semi-annual service, there's a work order number and a notification, okay? And from there, what's going to happen is you're going to have shop office print your 5990. For your 5990, like I said, you want to verify all administrative data again, right? Supporting data, you want to make sure this is correct. Your action signatures, accepted, initial, final, picked up, make sure all that's filled out. Then also here on your operations and parts description. So make sure that we're actually doing plan time, right? So 0.01 is what we're doing per mask, right? So make sure we're looking at this. And then of course, the area that we fail at is the 5990 continuation sheet, all right? So any type or any time a piece of equipment changes statuses, parts need to be ordered, fluid filter change, a service kit, torque wrench, torquing specs should all be reported here, okay? Because this is your proof that the service is done, right? So, ABSRU, all the different statuses. Now, if you want to know more about the 5990 and how to fill it out, I recommend going to EUN Plus, because there's a whole transaction guide and job guide that's going to show you everything I'm about to show you, right? So once you go into EUN Plus, you print it out, it's going to give you all the codes, these are status codes, ABSRU, advice codes. It's going to give you your advice codes. It's going to give you more advice codes. It's going to give you fault codes. What fault cause codes. Why is it happening? Add more activity codes, like I said. And then once that's done, right? So next step is to close the work order. So make sure that they're closing the notification and work order. Make sure they're going through the time confirmation and you're getting the man hours for your CBRN rep. You know, fault clearing, catch and go complete. Make sure that you got some green lights here and it's closed to go. So once that's done, you'll be able to print an updated 5988. And if you look, the service completed is gone, and the new service date is reflected right here, January 20th, 2023, right? And then the faults that were here are all gone. It's a clean 5988. All right. So, like I said, this is how I set up my trifolds for my service package for my mask. I have a cover sheet with my or the cover of the thing with the cover sheet. In the front of the trifold, on the left-hand side, I put my service 5988. In the middle, I got my 5990 work order with the continuation sheet right there in the middle. Then on the right-hand side, I have my updated 5988 clean copy on it. So doing a mass service packet is not hard. It'll help keep you organized and your administrative data squared away. Like I said, these are just some ideas and things that I use. You don't have to use them. If you got some better ideas or some more tips, make sure you leave them down below in the comments. Like I said, hope this video is being helpful so far. You know, we're getting ready to go through a great inspection with my unit for CBRN room. So I'm kind of taking this time and jumping through the CMDP series checklist to cover this, so that I'm not setting you guys up for success, but I'm also setting my CBRN rep at my company level personally up for success. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, go Ordnance.